With this, President Trump is speaking out on trade negotiations with China, and he is optimistic. Let's watch.
I think we're doing very well with China. China would love to make a deal with us. We had a deal, and they broke the deal. I think if they had it to do again, they wouldn't have done what they did. We're taking in billions of dollars in tariffs. China is subsidizing product. So the United States taxpayer is paying for very little of it. And if you look at inflation and if you look at pricing, it's gone up very little. The tariffs are having a devastating effect on China.
So not exactly any insight to a deal being reached there, but this coming as China has reportedly paused purchases of American soybeans amid escalating trade tensions, according to Bloomberg. The country is the world's largest soybean buyer. And guys, when we talk about soybeans, it's important because that was kind of one of the first things that we saw when things were going well. They had been buying soybeans again, and now saying they don't want to.
Right, 74% decline in purchases of soybeans, essentially because of these escalations. But I keep thinking that if Trump is saying, oh, well, you know, they really want a deal, everything's going very well with China, I don't know why then China would respond with this tit-for-tat escalation where they then claw back how much they're going to be purchasing soybeans. So it seems a little bit as if the president is lying, full stop. I mean,
or just showing how hard things have changed since when we were hearing these positive updates to how this trade war was going. And you kind of reflected that in the soybean data. They were buying again, and now
they were. Well, because purchases of soybeans was always this, you know, a big part of this, the trade talks, right? You know, China was always saying they would keep getting, we'd hear more notes of optimism, right? And we'd hear, you know, well, we're getting close to a trade deal, and China would say, oh, we're going to buy more soybeans, we're going to buy more soybeans, and then now they're like, no, we're not doing it anymore. I don't know. I mean, we kept hearing about optimism before, and look, we don't have a trade deal yet, so I'm a little bit skeptical when I hear the president say now that things are going very well.
No, I mean, it's a good point. I mean, we've seen them. If you look at, we just showed that month or that year chart. If you look at the monthly chart, you could see it was a bit of a rebound. Of course, that's just recent, and the chart that we showed before was the overall decline that Kristin was speaking to. So again, it's just one piece of what is going on when we talk about this tit-for-tat trade.